Right, question I. So the graph of the function y equals to 2 to the some quadratic expression can be obtained from the graph of y equals to 2 to the x squared by what? Okay, so I remember clearly, when I first looked at this question, what I did was that, okay, well, x squared minus 4x plus 3. Oh, really nice, you could factorize that. Haha. So let's do that. And then I just completely couldn't solve the question. All right, so advice is that don't factorize. Okay, when we deal with transformations with quadratic equations, always complete the square. Okay, that's life advice in general. Okay, so always complete the square. So what we're saying is that, okay, x squared minus 4x plus 3 is x squared plus, no, that's chat. That is x minus 2 all squared minus 1. Okay, that should be agreed, right? Okay, so let's write that down, neatly. X minus 2 all squared minus 1. Okay, so we're starting with 2 to the x squared, right? So let's try to make the x minus 2 first. Okay, so when we go from x squared to x minus 2 squared, what basically happens, right? The graph gets shifted to the right by 2 units. Okay, so the first step has to be a translation parallel to the x-axis. So B, C, and D are candidates, right? Candidates. Okay. Now, what on earth does the minus 1 do, though? Now, this is really tricky. So now I have x minus 2 all squared. That's not a thing. And minus 1. So essentially, what this equals to is that this is 2 of x minus 2 squared times 1/2. Now, this is the most important thing you should realize, okay? 2 to the minus 1 by laws of indices is 1/2, okay? So now you're halving the y value. You're halving the y value, right? So it should be a shrink, like it should shrink, right, in the y direction. So, well, technically it could also be a stretch, but scale factor is 1/2, okay? So shrink and stretch is same thing, all right? So the answer is what? Like B, straight away, right? Because it's a stretch parallel to the y-axis. You're stretching in the y direction. That's how transformations work, right? Because you're halving the y values in general. Okay, so remember, don't try to factorize a thing just because it looks nice, okay? Don't do that, okay? Instead, you should complete the square and then figure out the 2 steps of transformation. Okay, so cool. That's the question, basically.